Welcome to today's Art with Emily, and our day today is visual idioms. So we're taking a sentence and we're turning it into an image so that it has a bit of a funny and we're really trying to relate our auditory channel and our visual channel, but that's a bit technical. So we're just trying to have a bit of fun playing with words. So today's phrase is, don't let the cat out of the bag. So what does this mean? It means don't let slip that secret. So say your friends told you a secret and you've gone and told your other friend. So you've let the cat out the bag there because you shouldn't have told her that secret because that was between you two. So that's an example of what our phrase means. We're going to get cracking very shortly. I have a piece of paper and a pencil. Hopefully you have similar. If you don't, that's fine. You have a pen. That doesn't matter at all. So because I'm going to draw a cat coming out of a bag because of the phrase, it's quite complicated, the angles that the cat is walking along at. So it might be best if you draw along with me, because then you'll be building up the skills of how to draw cats at that angle, which is quite hard and challenging and takes practice. So remember to stay off those iPads, be tactile with your paper, and let's get cracking. So I'm going to start with my cat. So my cat is coming out of my bag. So I'm going to have my cat on the right and I'm going to have my bag on the left. So with my cat, I'm going to start by doing its back. So I'm going to give one nice long line for its back. So this is just slightly sloped up on this side, quite flat all the way along the rest of it. I'm then going to come up, and so this line is going to go upwards, and that's going to be the top of my ear. I then come down. So this is kind of like a very elongated U shape. So I come down and then I go back up on my other side for my other ear. So I've got one ear, I've got two ears, and then I'm coming down the face. And I'm going at a slight angle. So my line downwards is at this angle. So it's not straight. It's not like a cat, how we would draw a circle. It is sloping inwards and then it curves up. So these are its cheeks essentially. So we come up on both sides. We give him a little triangle nose. And join the lines up to the nose. We now need to give him a little chin, just like that. And some whiskers. So whiskers come out of these little dots because they're basically like paws, starting points for the whiskers. So we're going to draw the little dots, and then we're going to draw the whiskers coming out. So we start on the dot and we flick it outwards. Oh, that was a very long whisker. That doesn't matter. Some whiskers are very, very long. Now we're going to do the eyes. So the eyes are going to be about halfway down the face, so this along this point, and I didn't really like where I put that eye. It's a little bit too high. So one eye and two eyes. So find that halfway point, halfway down the face for the eye, and we're just going to have two eyes like that. And then we're going to put two lines across the head. So the cat has been trapped in that bag for a while, so it's a little bit anxious and a little bit scared. So these are its furrowed brows. So I'm just going to do some little lines upwards. So I'm just basically doing lots of little lines going upwards from this line. Looks like a very strange eyelash at the moment. And for now, that's going to be all I do for the face. I'm going to come back to it. Now start from the chin. So where the chin joins where it joins the cheeks, go along and to the middle of the chin, and then we come down. So we do a sloping line at this angle. So this, oh, whoops, like kind of this angle here. And then we curve round and do a line heading from this angle downwards. So that's this angle here. So if you find it really tricky, you can pause the video and you can see what angle I'm doing on the screen and look at it on your page, and that can help. So I've got that line. I need to now do a line parallel to it. Oh, that was a bit wonky. Don't make it wonky like mine. So we have a parallel line, and at the bottom we have its paw. So just do a little line outwards. Now, I've got this leg. I now need this leg coming across its body. So I'm going to start my leg at this point. So if you mark halfway in your body, and then you mark half of that, that's where I'm starting the leg. So this is quarter way along the body, and I start my leg below it. So bring your line along. That wasn't right. Bring your leg. So we're going to bring it across, and then we go down like that. So we're going straight down, and then we go a bit across, and then we have its paw. And you see I'm going to have to move that slightly upwards because they need to be on the same plane, and it's a bit lower. So I can move that upwards slightly. Let me just... So again, I'm going parallel, and then I go up. So this is the start of my body, so I've just done that nice line across, and I can bring it to meet. Just smoothing that out there. So my line now needs to come across, so we're doing the belly. This is the belly line here. So this obviously needs to then, if you imagine you trace the line across, that's where it comes out on the other side. So just make sure that that's true for yours. So now for the back leg, this back leg first. So we're gonna, the corner of where we finished our line here, we're gonna start here. So we're giving it a bit of a gap, and that's where the tail's gonna go. So we do a line and we curve it outwards. So a very, very gentle curve to the left. Now we go straight down. So all the way down to where this plane is here. So again, it looks like I've gone a bit low. Like that. We now do a line parallel. We join at the top. Bottom even. So this basically like his toe is on the ground. And then this line, nice sloping line like that. So he's currently a three-legged cat. We need to get that fourth leg in. So where this line meets the belly, I want you to draw a curved line like this downwards. We're then going to angle this line towards the ground, so in this direction, this gentle angle. So again, if you need to help, pause the video and check it's the same as your line. We now come across. Like before, we draw that line parallel. We join it up at the toe, and now we slope that line in to the body. So we can now just double check what do we think works. I think all of these legs work apart from this weird, it almost looks like it's got a broken leg. So I'm just going to revisit that leg and I'm going to come down to the bottom and just give more of a toe. You know what? I'm going to change my mind again. Just a little bit more gentle, that curve. There we go. So I'm going to just take out that extra line inside. And the very final problem with that leg is now that can you see it's a little bit too high. So these are all on one plane and this one's a little bit higher. So we just need to move that down. This poor leg, it's gone through the wars. Large part of art though is kind of looking at what you've done and then deciding what needs to be done. So now I need this lovely tail. So I'm going to slope my tail down because this cat's a little bit, like I said, he's a little bit anxious because he's been trapped inside the bag. So he's not all happy with his tail up. He's a little bit sad with the tail down. And once you've drawn your tail, you can join it up to the leg. We now want a little bit of detail on our lovely cat. So I'd like you to start by doing a second line on that ear and kind of doing a bit of fluff, like his ears turned to the side. And then on this ear, we're going to do the same bit at the front. So just some gentle lines in this direction. And we can see that maybe we need to adjust that slope a little bit. That previous line we had in made his neck a little bit too chunky. And now I'd like you to put a little hash lines down the middle of his forehead, or like a tiger stripe. And then you can do them wherever you want. So for example, I'm going to do some on his back of varying lengths, and some are going to go down and some are going to go up. And at the front they're going to come in like a V shape. It's a very pretty cat. Lots of lovely stripes and texture. And we need to give him some little paws. So that's our cat. So our cat has escaped and is safe. And now we need to draw our bag on the left. So the bag, the doom bag. So to do this, this is a lot simpler. We're just going to start by drawing a V shape and then two lines that come forward, just like that. We're then going to draw another V shape. I'd like you to now add in two lines to make the lip of the bag, so basically where the bag will connect together. And then a handle. But on this side we'll just see two little half circles. So the handle needs another line. I'm sure yours can be smoother than mine. And then we need the squidgy bag. So it's a squidgy bag because our cat is large and would not fit in a non-squidgy bag. So it's a massive bag, feels heavy and weighted on the floor. So we have our cat who's run out of our bag. Do we want to we'll probably want to add a little bit of texture so this looks a little bit deeper. So I'm just going to take my lines and I'm going to angle them. Makes it look a little bit hairy. So you can see that they're in the direction of my V's. And now we can just add a little bit more depth. A bit like the shading we were talking about in our still life video. Really matters which direction you go in. And bring that all the way up to the top. So just like that. Brilliant. So that's the end of my cat running out of my bag. So I hope you had fun and learned a little bit more about where we place our legs if a cat is running. It's tricky, you know, I even rubbed parts out as I went along and adjusted, so don't worry if you still have some adjustments to make. Just take your time, pause the video, have a look at what it looks like and make some adjustments along the way. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if you would like to see more videos, then remember to like and subscribe and share it with all your friends so that they can have some fun too creating at home, and we can all share what we've done with each other online if you hashtag ArtKOnline. But for now, that's it, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a good rest of your day.